this is your landing pad, and this is your first impression for people seeking out contractors and trades through Baeumler Approved. A customer might see you at a home show. They may see the logo. As they go home and they start doing their homework, they're going to say, oh, that company was Baeumler Approved. What does that mean? They come to our site, they search you, and you come up. If you're coming up with missing logos, insurance update, expired, a poorly laid out profile, no point on the map where they can locate you, outdated contact information, they're going to be much less likely to get in touch with you. If your profile looks complete, it looks finished, if everything's clean, organized, you've got a great description of your company services, everything's up to date, they're going to be a lot more likely to get a good impression to reach out to you. So this is the starting point. Make sure that your profile is formatted. Make sure your information's updated through the website. Contact details. Couple of tips here. As I said, I'm not going into a ton of detail. If you need more one-on-one service, we can talk about that and you can get in touch with our staff. The big thing here is that if you do include social media links, make sure you're linking to active profiles. Homeowners clicking through and if they come up with a Facebook page that's hasn't been posted to in 5 years, poor photos, badly laid out, whatever it might be, then they're not going to get the best impression. It's better to spend the time on your profile, make that look good, rather than linking through to a social media account that's not active. If you're active on social media, absolutely add it in. It's going to give them an impression of your work, what kind of people you are, and they can get in touch through there as well. Second thing, make sure your map location is accurate. It's going to give homeowners a sense as to whether or not you're in the area, whether or not you might service or travel to them. If they're looking at a smaller job, it may not be the option. Obviously, through the service tool and the map view, you're able to select your service area. I'm going to click through to a member profile on the site so you can see how we navigate that as well. So your business details are through here. Your category listing, you're allowed to choose 3 categories. Include all your business profile information, as well as your location. And then your service area, we give you the option for 3 different service areas that you want to cover. But for some reason, this isn't loading for me right at the moment. So I'm going to go back. When you're in the service area map, you simply have to click points, draw the shape around the area you want to service, and probably more importantly, leave out the areas you want to exclude. What that does is it gives you a more accurate representation of where you want to be working. The homeowners coming in, anybody coming in inside the service area that you cover with the service that you provide, you will be coming up in their search and they'll be able to reach out to you directly. If there's areas you don't want to travel to, whether that's because of traffic, whatever else, then exclude those areas. It'll give you a much more accurate representation of your work, but also it'll get you better results for people that do reach out to you directly. In your image gallery, make sure your images are up to date. Make sure they look good. But I think the most important thing here is target the work you want to be doing. If you have a certain niche, a certain style, a certain aesthetic that you want to be working on, use those images. Focus on the stuff you want to be completing. The goal here is for a homeowner to come in, to see your profile, to start looking around a little bit and say, that's what I want. If you're showing images of stuff that you'd rather not be doing, and they say, that's what I want, you're going to be doing more of that. So try to include bright images, images that are well framed, detailed, that they can zoom in on. Try to be really neat and clean with the way you lay out your gallery. It's going to do a lot of good for you as homeowners are visiting your profile and reaching out. Make sure that your insurance is updated. Make sure your workers' compensation is listed on there. Every member should have a workers' compensation number listed on the site, and we provide links to each of the provincial bodies that manage that, so homeowners can go and verify that on their own. But next time you log into your profile, just make sure that everything's up to date and listed. We have partnered with a new company that will be helping us manage our insurance compliance. The company is Foxglove. You may hear from them in the next little bit. They've started reaching out to our members to update their insurance. It's been an ongoing issue for us that we try to get people to update once a year. Just provide us the new renewal date if you're simply renewing. But a third party is a much more feasible way of doing that for our staff. We're still fairly small. They are going to be helping us keep everyone up to date, and they've also got special offers for our members on occasion. With a warning, they've been told that they're not to hard sell anyone. If they're coming in, they're going to give you the offer. If you're interested, you can take it. But if you're not interested and you've been working with a provider for a long time, I really do appreciate and value loyalty. So stick with the provider you've got if it's somebody that's providing you great service. But if you are interested in getting a quote, feel free. And then finally, resources. This page will be updated over the next little bit. We've made a few resource updates already, but we've developed some of the marketing material to suit our new image, our new branding. On this page, you'll find all of the logos you might require, different formats, vector files, large scale, small scale, transparent, etc. You'll find the homeowner education package, which is a leave behind for homeowners. When you're going in and quoting on a job, you can say, I'm a member of Baeumler Approved. Leave this one pager behind with your quote. And that gives them something to look through. It gives them a checklist where they can do what you have as far as insurance, everything else. And it gives them the opportunity to ask other people quoting on the job whether or not they're covered, which might help you set yourself apart from some of those others that are underquoting you out there. As I said, with Print Wow, we've set up a new portal where you'll be able to order apparel, promotional materials, business cards, everything else. And I'll give you a preview of that in 1 second and go into a little more detail. You'll also find your Baeumler Approved contract, embroidery files, and we'll be updating the commercials and video resources very soon. We've got a bunch of new content there that we'll be uploading. This is the homeowner education package. You would have received one of these. It may not look exactly the same, but you would have received something similar in your new member package when you signed up. We've been trying to get it out to other members as well, especially if you've been on for a long time. You may not be aware of this, but we hope you are. The goal with this one pager is really to help homeowners understand why they should be hiring Baeumler Approved. There's a letter from Brian talking about the program, what it's all about, what they should be really considering. And on the flip side, we've got our code of conduct that we hold our members to. We've got a feedback form where homeowners can come in, give us feedback about our members. We always hope for positive, but it just ups your accountability factor here. And then below that, we've also got a list of things they should be looking for and asking for when they're hiring, just to help them make sure everyone's homework is complete and make sure they have documents from everyone that's applying for the work.